Hello everyone, myself Mr. Namit Kutsarkar from Department of Pharmacology would be delivering a talk on alcohol and its adverse effects. So, as we all know that alcohol slows down your body and your mind because it is a depressant. So anything which is suppressing the activity of your mind and body, we call it as a depressant, and anything which is having the opposite effect to that of the depressant, we call it as a stimulant. So in this case, alcohol mainly depresses the mind and body, hence it is called as a depressant. So it leaves you unable to think, react and make decisions as you normally would. So people who have developed dependence to alcohol are called as alcoholics. Onset of action of alcohol. So it is absorbed into bloodstream very quickly. So the time duration of onset of action is within 5 to 10 minutes. But here you can see this onset of action depends on people to people. Like for people who are who have consumed alcohol for the first time, in that case the onset of action will be faster, and people who are used to drink alcohol or who are chronic users of alcohol, for them the onset of action will be very more, because you can see that there will be those people will be tolerant to this alcohol. So this alcohol passes from stomach directly into the bloodstream, and there are number of organs which are affected by consuming alcohol, and the organs include liver, stomach, brain, and pancreas, and etc. So what is alcoholism? It is a condition which produces or creates physical or psychological dependence on fluids or drinks containing alcohol. So it is characterized as an impaired ability to study, work or socialize normally. So here you think there are a number of fluids or drinks which contain alcohol. Like you can see there is a beer, whiskey and rum, right? So all these categories come under alcohol. The only difference is that uh, they are made up of different components, and the concentration of alcohol in these drinks varies. Coming to the alcohol dependence, it is characterized by the following. So there is a craving, that is a strong need or compulsion to drink, and there is a loss of control, that is the inability to limit one's drinking on any given occasion. So just as we can see, most of the people have some kind of dependence. Like you can see, most of them they require tea in the early morning, right? In the same way, it is with respect to alcohol. But the only thing is, the craving for the alcohol will be too much, and that in turn will lead to the destruction or damaging the organs of the body. Physical dependence. Withdrawal symptoms such as nausea, sweating, shakiness, and anxiety occur when alcohol use is stopped after a period of heavy drinking. So you might have seen in some cases like where a chronic alcoholic person, if you have not giving him with alcohol, so that their body will begin to shake. So uh, they will be sweating, and some kind of anxiety will be there, right? And to some extent, if you are not giving him the alcohol, so he or she might become aggressive also. So that is such conditions is called as a physical dependence. So just like how our body needs oxygen, food and water to survive, so in the same way that body will require alcohol also to survive. So suddenly you cannot stop that alcohol to a chronic condition. In case of a person who has been taking alcohol for a longer time, okay, in such conditions, slowly the consumption of alcohol should be, the volume should be reduced. Suddenly you cannot withdraw it, because once suddenly if you stop giving alcohol to such patients, you can see that there are number of effects which will be seen, like nausea, sweating, anxiety, etc. And the next one is the tolerance. So the need to drink greater amount of alcohol in order to get high. So usually what happens in case of alcoholic people, for example, if a person is been drinking, around 100 ml or 120 ml, okay, daily. So after some months or after a year or so, a time will come where the same volume, okay, that is 100 ml or 120 ml, whatever the volume the patient or the person is consuming, the same volume if you take, that person won't become high, okay, because he is used to that particular concentration, okay. So in that case he will go on increasing the volume and dose, or you can say increasing the content of alcohol. So like if initially he used to take 120 ml, but now when he is taking 120 ml, he is not been able to become high. So in that case he will increase the dose of or volume of the alcohol to become high. So what are the different organs affected? So the first and main effect is that it is mainly acting on the brain. So in small disease you can see conditions like euphoria. So euphoria is nothing but a type of excitement and happiness. Okay, and there will be a slight relief from anxiety and fear. So and there will be socially active, and moods and feelings are a bit altered. In case of moderate dose, there will be impaired muscular coordination and visual acuity. So you might have come across most of the cases in movies also, they have shown like whenever a person has consumed alcohol and whenever he is driving, right? In that case, what will happen? So there will be visual acuity will be altered. That means clear, that person won't be able to see clearly. Okay, so there will be a blurred vision. Okay, and there will be muscular coordination also. So because of this reason only they say that after consumption of alcohol you shouldn't drive. Okay, because it is dangerous, you might come up with an accident. And in higher doses it causes confusion, impaired judgment, drowsiness and loss of self-control. So the next organ which is affected is liver. So liver suffers more than any other organ. So liver is responsible for mainly filtering this alcohol content, and excess calories are stored in liver as fat, right? So what happens here is when you are taking consuming alcohol for a longer duration, so that in turn will affect the liver, and if the person is a chronic user of alcohol, then it leads to a condition called as liver cirrhosis. The next organ which is affected is the heart. So small doses causes vasodilation, so the skin will become flushed and there will be some feeling of warmth. Okay, so you might have seen in mostly in rainy season, so people do consume alcohol, right? Especially in countries like Western countries, which wherein the temperature is very much lower, like in countries like Canada and all. Okay, so that will cause some type of warmth, and moderate doses will cause tachycardia, that is excess amount of heart rate will be more, and there will be slight rise in blood pressure due to muscular activity and sympathetic stimulation. And in larger doses it causes myocardial and vasomotor depression. So when it is causing vasomotor depression, see, the vessels will dilate, right? So in that case there will be sudden decrease in the blood pressure. And there will be chronic alcoholism will lead to hypertension and cardiomyopathy, and cardiac arrhythmias may occur due to conduction defects and QT prolongation. Now coming to the stomach, see 50 to 20% of alcohol is mainly absorbed in the stomach, and short term, in case of short term, you can see there is increased amount of acid which is released in the stomach, and that in turn will lead to conditions like nausea, that is sensation of vomiting, then vomiting, mucosal congestion, and gastritis. Okay, so gastritis is inflammation of the gastric layer. So, and in case of long term, it causes chronic gastritis, ulcers, that is the perforations will be seen in the innermost layer of the stomach, and if not treated at an earlier stage, then that might increase, and it might also lead to stomach cancer. The next organ which is affected is pancreas. So there is an increased concentration of pancreatic enzymes when you consume alcohol. So that in turn will lead to decreased volume of enzyme secretion. Then it might also lead to pancreatitis, that is inflammation of the pancreas. And when, as you know, that main function of the pancreas is to secrete insulin, right? So when the pancreas itself is affected, so the secretion, production and secretion of insulin will be altered, right? So there will be a decreased insulin production, which in turn will lead to secondary diabetes. So these are some of the adverse effects of consuming alcohol. With this, I end this session. Thank you.